So I'm gonna give you the same example. Same example, right? Sis, you said you Puerto Rican at all? What language do Puerto Ricans speak? You don't know?
Puerto Rico.
Huh? No idea. Okay, cool, right? They speak Spanish typically, right? How did they come by that language? You born and raised here in Hawaii? Okay, cool. One of the things that we encounter in Hawaii, right? We learn about certain cultures. You learn about Japanese culture, you learn about Chinese culture, and you learn about Hawaiian culture to a degree, right? A lot of people say, no, we don't learn about Hawaiian culture, but there's Hawaiian culture all over. There's Hawaiian culture on those signs right there,
It's in the schools.
right? It's in the school system. They got Hawaiian immersion courses, right? So those things are learned, right? But when you say, well, I'm Puerto Rican too, well, what do you learn about being Puerto Rican? Nothing? Come, sis, because I can't hear you. Don't be scared. I'm not gonna hit you. Right? So you say you don't learn anything about being Puerto Rican. Okay. Well, we're gonna give you a history lesson, real quick, right? You believe in the Bible at all? Okay, cool. You go to church? You gonna go to church tomorrow? What you doing for Mother's Day? Huh? You gonna spend time with your mom? Okay, cool, right? So real quick, in the Bible, where is Mother's Day spoken about for us to observe it? Right? Or where do we learn the details about Mother's Day? No? Is there any holidays in the Bible that we're supposed to observe?
You know,
Christmas. You said Christmas, right? So did we learn how to observe Christmas like through the Christian church or through public school or whatever? Christmas is easy to learn about, right? So, and if Christmas is a godly holiday, then we should be able to find Christmas in the Bible, right? Right? Especially if it's about Jesus, right? Get that for me. Jeremiah, let me show you something, right? Because this goes right along with Mother's Day, right? Remember, we have a heritage that we lost because no one teaches us about it. No one teaches us about our heritage, right? Read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
So you know what a heathen is? You don't know what a heathen is? I thought they said it in the Christian church all the time, right? Okay, I got you. A heathen is any people that's not God's select people. You understand? So God has a particular people, like with Moses. Moses took his people out of Egypt, and then what did God do to the rest of Egypt? He beat the brakes off of them. That's what he did. He smoked them. All right? Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Right.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
So he's talking about the customs of the heathen as opposed to what his chosen people are supposed to be doing. What's your name, sis? Elizabeth? Nativity? Tiffany? Nativity. Oh, okay, got you. My name's Ithiel. All right, so I'm gonna address you by name. All right, got you. Read on.
For the customs of the people are vain.
The customs of the people don't benefit us. That's what vain means. Read on.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Listen good, because we were talking about Christmas, right? So it's saying one cuts a tree out of the forest, right? You with me, Nativity? Right? One cuts a tree out of the forest. Read.
The work of the hands of the workman with the axe.
So a guy has an axe. That's his job. His job is to cut a tree out of the forest. Read.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
And they take this tree and they decorate it with silver and gold. This sounding familiar? Read.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
So when you get this tree, you put nails in it and you fasten it to the tree so the tree doesn't move. Right? That sound familiar? You ever did that before? You got a tree and you put it on a tree stand so it don't fall down in your living room? You ever did that? You never celebrated Christmas? Never. Okay, you in the spirit. Because God says don't do it.
Right.
That's what we're talking about right here. What do you do, Nativity? Because you said you don't go to church. You don't know, you never celebrated Christmas, but you about to celebrate Mother's Day tomorrow. How long you been celebrating Mother's Day? A couple years now. Okay. When did it start? Or why did you start all of a sudden? How old are you? 14. That's why. Now it makes sense. Okay. You still in school, right? Let me show you something that God says for his children to do, right? It's very important, right? It's very important. Give me Exodus 23 and verse 2, right? Because in Makaha and a lot of places that we're at, right, we learn to do what the other kids are doing, right? So, but God has a distinct thing or a special thing for us, our people, the children of Puerto Ricans, right, that we're supposed to do. All right, don't get distracted. This is a distraction. All right. He says we're supposed to be doing particular things, and when we do those particular things, He will elevate us. He will bless us. He will strengthen us. You understand? Let's find out one of those things. Read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 23 and verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
A multitude means like a group, right? It says you don't follow a group to go do some evil stuff. So, for example, you got any friends at school? A couple friends? Best friend? Right? You don't go follow your best friend to go steal from the store, right? You sure? I'm just playing with you. You're not supposed to do that, right? God says don't follow a multitude or a group of people to do those things. That's called peer pressure, right? A lot of times we feel peer pressure because everybody else is doing it. Everybody else is doing it, right? Let me show you one more thing. Give me Deuteronomy 22 and verse 5. Let me show you something that everybody else is doing, but God said for us not to do it. You listen to Nativity? Stay with me. We almost done. We almost done. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So God gave a dress code. He said women don't wear things that pertain or belong to a man. Right? Read on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
And in the same way, a man should not put on what a woman wears. Right? That's what God told us to do. Now, I know we live in a time where everybody says you can wear whatever you want. But what did God say? He said, look, you women wear this stuff and men wear that stuff, right? So what is a woman supposed to wear that a man is not supposed to wear, Nativity? Or what's something that a woman wears that a man is not supposed to wear? If I'm out here in a dress, is that what I'm supposed to wear? Oh, that was you. You know what you just did right there? You said, oh, no. You follow the multitude.
Right.
That's what everybody says.
Right.
But what did God say? God said, nope, you wear this and he wears that. We just follow the multitude. Right? Everybody says, no, it's up to you. You can wear whatever you want. God doesn't agree with that.
Right.
You know what happened when you disagree with God? Punishments that nobody can protect you from. You ever seen something just crazy happen out of nowhere? You be like, man, somebody got hit with a bolt of lightning. Nobody can block you from a bolt of lightning. Your parents can't jump in front of the bolt of lightning. You understand? Your parents can't protect you from a crashing wave or anything like that. So there's things that's outside of our power to protect ourselves from. You understand? So how do we protect ourselves from God's wrath? By doing the things he says.
Right.
Doing the things that he says, right? And God says there's a dress code for women, there's a dress code for men. So now I'm going to ask you, what does God say men are not supposed to be wearing? Are men, according to God, supposed to be wearing dresses? No? Perfect answer.
Right.
That's something that you learned today. That's something that you learned today. Right, so now if men are not supposed to be wearing dresses because the dresses belong to women, what are women supposed to be wearing? Dresses, right?
That's right.
That's a perfect answer. Perfect answer, Nativity. This is something that God says, right? Give me Zephaniah 1 and 8, and we're going to jump somewhere else, right? I know, one more. We almost done. This is important stuff because I don't want you to leave understanding this and just saying, well, I didn't really know.
Right.
I didn't really know. Then now God is like, yo, what's going on with her? Why is she dressed this way? Read.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 8.
Uh-huh.
And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice.
So God is going to come back to this place. I know we like the scenery over there, but one day God is going to return and say, I don't like what I'm seeing here.
Right.
Read on.
That I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
So if you got on clothing that's strange to him, he's going to punish you.
Right.
Now, does God just bring out a belt and start spanking people? How does God punish people? Earthquake, fires, volcano, death and destruction. Those are things that we don't learn in the Christian church.
That's right.
We have to be able to do what's pleasing to God,
Right.
Nativity. So that's why we out here to explain to you. You're one of God's chosen people, so you have to listen to the things that he selected for his chosen people. That
Right.
means your pants that you're wearing right now, you have to swap those things out for a dress, right? In order to please God. Now, I know right now you'd be like, well, I don't want to. I don't want to wear it. This is what I wear. I like to wear, right? We have to be courageous. Give me Joshua 1. We have to be courageous in the things that we're doing. I know. Go ahead. If you need to go, that's fine. But our job here is to make sure our people, because you're our people. I know everybody says everybody's mixed kind and everybody's this, but you're our people. So it's our job to restore our people.
Bring it out.
You understand? Read what you got.
Joshua chapter 1 and verse 9.
Uh-huh.
Have not I commanded thee, be strong
Be strong. Right?
and of a good courage.
And that means be courageous. So to be able to do God's laws, you have to be brave. You have to be brave. in order to stand up to peer pressure and what everybody else is doing, you have to be courageous.
Right.
That means brave. You understand, Nativity? So look here, right? You got that flyer. I want you to look on the back of the flyer. There's contact information, right? Go home, show your parents, and you can look us up on YouTube. There might be something there where you can learn, and there's something pique your interest, and then seek out the research for yourself, right? It's important that you know your history. It's important that you know your heritage, right? Everybody on earth is designated a land by God.
Right.
Where's your land at? Huh? You said here? How? How? All right, go plant a mango tree right over there. You can't do it. It's illegal. It's illegal. Go take that, say, I don't like that tree. I'm going to go uproot that tree. I'm going to get me and my cousins, we're going to get our truck, and we're going to cut that tree down. Can you do that? Because this is not your land. This is not your land. Your land is somewhere else. We was taken from our land in chains. And they hypnotized us with the Christian church.
Right.
That's what happened to us. Right? So just food for thought. Read the flyer. I know you said you got to go, but this is important information, Nativity. All right? Don't give in to that peer pressure. Do what God says. Be courageous. Be courageous.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example.